So in today's video, we're going to get right into it. This is my top whatever amount of budget DIY smart home devices that I think you should have if you want to get started in smart home. First off, I want to say thank you all so much for the road to 2K. We're almost at 2K. We are missing, I think, 18 subscribers. So if you want to become part of this community, subscribe. Let's get to 2K. And just really fast, I'm going to plug my socials here, 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 and here. Follow me on those. Let's get a community started. I'm so happy to know that 2,000 of you somewhere out there enjoy what I'm doing. Without further ado, let's begin. This is normally where I wrote an intro, but I don't have one. So the number one essential smart home device that I think you should have if you're getting started is a smart home assistant. Whether it's the Google Home Mini, which is about 20 euro on eBay right now, give or take. It's gone down so much in price, so if you want, get that one. But I personally have an Alexa, and I don't know why I got the Alexa over the Google Home Mini. I believe she was cheaper at the time. It's great. It's absolutely great. This is really cool because an Alexa or Google Home Mini, they're going to serve as like your central hub for controlling all of these devices. So I can say, Alexa, turn off my lights. And I don't know whether that changed anything at all for you guys because it's super bright right now, but she actually just turned off the lights. So she will control everything you want with your voice, which I think is actually essential for a smart home. It's part of like the smart home genre that you get to control everything with your voice. So if you don't have an assistant yet, of course you might have one in your phone, but this is always on, and it's just super handy to have one on all the time that you can just walk in, say her name. Of course, you can also play music and things like that, which is just an added bonus because you get like a speaker. Second thing that I would recommend, just moving straight on from that, is LED light bulbs that are, of course, Wi-Fi controlled. So I have the E-light bulbs from Xiaomi, or E-light, I don't know which one at this point. They are absolutely amazing. They're LED, so they don't die out as fast as your standard light bulbs, so of course you don't need to go on replacing them constantly. And they give your setup or your room just that little bit of flavor, you know? You can change them to any color, you can dim them, let's say you're watching a movie, but you don't want the screen to completely blind you. You can dim them to about 1% or change them to blue, and then the light won't be as blinding. And it's absolutely great because they also have a music mode, which I pretty much never use, but if you want to throw a party, that's the one you'll want. But they are so bright. Like one of these could light up my entire room, and I've got three. At the time when I bought them, I did not know that one is just so bright. So yeah, so that's the second thing I'd recommend you get, because you can get these dirt cheap. If they're not like a certain brand, you can find them dirt cheap and just try them out and see, you know, if you like them. So that's another thing I would recommend. Now, the next one is a little bit more practical because you can get these on Amazon for very, very cheap. So I have my spare phone here right now because I'm recording on the Xiaomi. I have some big announcements to make, but I'm not going to make those yet because the stuff that needs to arrive hasn't arrived yet, and I want to do it with that. So all I can say is audio quality, video quality, and just everything in general is about to go through the roof. But as you can see here, or you can't actually, I might need to do a B-roll of this as well. I have two smart plugs, and I mean, I think that this is absolutely one of the essential items you need to get, because you can get these for under £20 or 20 euro on Amazon, and you can probably get them even cheaper in America. And they just add so much functionality to everything. So I have a smart power strip, as you can see here. So this one has 3 plugs and 2 USB ports, and all of these can be controlled individually. You can set schedules. It's absolutely incredible. So I actually have this connected to my Magic Mirror. So both of my Raspberry Pis and my Ender 3 are connected to this. And the Raspberry Pi has a cron script setting it to turn off at 12, and then the power strip completely turns off at 12:10 at night, of course. So that would be 00. And that's really handy because I don't have to go into the computer and manually turn it off then, which is absolutely great because then I have it set to turn on at 11 a.m., which means the Raspberry Pi boots up, the Smart Mirror boots up. It's great. And you can actually do the same thing with your computer. I'm going to have some B-roll here right now because I'm using the computer to record audio right now. But in your computer's BIOS, in pretty much every computer's BIOS, there is an option to set AC power back to on. And that means that every time power is restored to your computer, it will turn on, which is absolutely great because you have a software like AnyDesk or TeamViewer or something. You can get one of these smart plugs, be anywhere around the world, power it on, and when you power on the smart plug, your computer will turn on. Or let's say you're returning home and you want your computer to be on by the time you're home, you can power on the smart plug and again, your computer will power on. That's an essential, and you can see why. Another just fancy little thing that I have that you absolutely don't need, but I think it's nice because it's cheap, and this might be of interest to some people. I got this in Poland last summer because it was unbelievably hot. I'm going to have some B-roll footage of this being on my wall right now. But it's just a tiny little Bluetooth, and this is also from from Xiaomi, Mi temperature sensor. It just senses your temperature and your humidity. As you can see, it's unbearable here right now because this is Ireland and it should not be this warm. So I got one of these in Poland to know how badly I'm dying because it was like 40 degrees and it was horrible. But these are really good because another video that I will be making is I'll be showing you guys how to set up Home Assistant. So if you have an old tablet, an old iPad, or one of these, I won't be using this one because I'm using that one for drawing. But if you have one of those, you can hang it on your wall and have like a dashboard, and it looks so goddamn futuristic and so cool. I used to have it on this one, but it's now my drawing tablet, so I can't use it. So I'll be making a new one and I'll be recording that. And you can have this show up on that tablet and make it like your central hub, make it show all your statistics, your temperature like this, show your location, make it turn stuff on when you return home. It's really, really cool. And all these little cheap devices can be connected to that. The next one, I'm actually not going to be able to record because it's all the way up there, but I'm going to get some B-roll in. So the next one is just an IP camera. Get yourself a CCTV camera. So normally when people think of CCTV cameras, they think they're really damn expensive. They're just so hard to set up and everything like that. Thing is, Xiaomi, again, I feel like I'm just sponsored by Xiaomi right now, but I'm not, unfortunately. Sponsor me, Xiaomi. I have a Yi 1080p home camera up there, and honestly, it's doing a great job. Of course, I don't really have any reason to have it, but it's just a nice thing to have, a home camera. Let's say your dog is at home and you want to see how she is. You can also speak through this camera, which is great. Of course, it's an added benefit of security because you can have it in the app. I have mine modded so that I can connect it to my NAS, which is also up there, and the NAS stores the footage, therefore I can access it anywhere in the world. Honestly, it's great. If you want cheap home security, this is probably for you because you can hang this up anywhere. It actually comes out of its little shell and it's really cheap. And again, I'm going to be showing screenshots because I don't know the exact price of this, but I will be showing screenshots on screen right now of how cheap this is. Another smart home device that you might want is getting yourself like an Amazon Fire Stick or a Chromecast, because these things have come in so damn handy because my parents are one of those people that just won't buy a smart TV no matter how badly they need it. So we're stuck on an old LG TV that is great, to be honest. It's 1080p. It's not smart though. So I got a Chromecast and I connected it downstairs and boom, turns your non-smart TV into a smart TV. And of course, if you don't want to buy a Chromecast because they can be pretty expensive, you can get yourself an Amazon Fire Stick or a cheap Android TV. And it just turns your non-smart TV into a smart TV, allowing you to cast your phone, watch YouTube, all of that sort of great stuff. So I don't really know whether this one can be classified as smart home, but it's just changed my life so much that I'm going to put it in here, but I'm going to make a full network setup video afterwards. So this one is just so damn handy. And if you have a spare laptop, a spare computer, this will actually not cost you anything. And you need this in your life because once you have it, you can't live without it. It's my NAS. So this NAS has gone through a few configurations actually. It's now on an Intel i7. It used to be on a little AMD Athlon board. As you can see, I got a little micro ITX board or mini ITX. And it's tiny and it fits in this little case up there and it's just so quiet. I have an Noctua fan for it, but I can't mount it on there. But it's just really quiet and it has 8 terabytes of storage and it's great because you can access it through a Samba share. You can store all your files on it. You can have Plex on it. You can put all your movies on it. It's just so great. It's basically like your own cloud. So you can put in how much storage you want. So you don't have to pay monthly. You're going to find it much cheaper than you would, let's say, a Google Drive or something, because Google Drive you have to pay monthly and you don't get 8 terabytes of storage. Plus, as I said, you can run things like a Minecraft server. You can run things like Plex on it. You can run Home Assistant on it, which again, I will be making a video. So the operating system I am running on that is paid, by the way, but you can run things like FreeNAS. Again, I'm making a full video on that in the future. I will not talk about this fully right now, but I'm running Unraid, just in case anybody wants to know. I'm running Unraid on that thing right now, and it's absolutely great. So that's actually going to be it for this video. I believe I talked about everything in here. If I didn't, I'm just going to throw it in with the magic of editing. Again, thank you guys all so much for the road to 2K. It makes me really, really happy to know that 2K people out there really like watching my videos. So again, follow me on my socials. Let's get those things up on followers as well. Because that way I can get feedback from you guys and you guys can tell me what videos you want to see, and that's really important to me. So if you guys liked this video, give it a like. If you disliked it, dislike it, but tell me why in the comment section below. If you want to see future videos like these, which there will be a bunch of, subscribe, ding my bell. See you again in the next one. Peace.